Hello beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel Wake Up Bright, where I share all of the things that help me live each day a little brighter. I'm April Lauren and I'm on a journey to lose 200 pounds. I have lost 85 pounds so far. I have a little less than 115 pounds to go. And welcome to a Weigh-In Wednesday video. In this video, we're going to talk about February and we're going to talk about March. We're going to grade those months and I'm going to talk about my weight. Then I'm going to do my weigh-in for this month. Let's go ahead and get into it. I want to start off by sharing my little earrings. These are my 80-pound down earrings. Every 20 pounds, I have bought a pair of Betsey Johnson earrings. I love them. They make me happy. And so I'm over 80 pounds down now. I'm a little over 85 pounds down. So excited for that. Let's talk about February and March. Well, let's just talk about 2022. How is it April? How are we 3 months in? This has just been like a flash. I feel like I started very determined. I definitely lost my footing. February and March, we did quite a bit of traveling. We did a lot of competitions, and I am very happy that I continued to stick to my fitness routines and that I mostly made really healthy choices as far as diet was concerned. I have really been enjoying eating a higher protein diet specifically. So before, I've always gone like increase protein and restrict carbs. And that's kind of the same. I think it's just the positioning in my mind has been different, and that has made it more enjoyable. So the anabolic French toast that I've been eating has been before the idea of having white bread, even though it's only 45 calories a slice, like just wouldn't do it. But I've been doing it, so you put it in like the egg whites and then you make this like delicious French toast. It's really good. I have breakfast. I have a lot of anxiety, and having a solid meal helps me with my anxiety. So I'm really grateful for that. February and March were really good as far as my workouts and being consistent with everything that I was doing. The caveat to that is mid-February, we went out for Valentine's Day, and that was really the first time we had eaten out in I don't even know how long, since right after the holidays in December. That was really helpful for me not eating out. At the end of February, we went out of town to Jacksonville, and due to poor planning on my part and things, I did not bring meal prepped meals with us. And so we started eating out a little more. We're eating out when we've gone out of town, and then we've been eating out probably once a week, and I just want to scale that back. So we enjoy going to date nights, but we've also found so many other activities for us to do that don't involve food, like going to our Deca Strongs and things like that. All the ones we go to are local. So even this past weekend, my husband had a Spartan race, but it was only 2 hours away. So we drove there, he ran his race, and we drove home. I'm gonna interrupt today's video to share today's sponsor. Thanks Green Chef for sponsoring today's video. Let's see what we've got. They sent us quite a few awesome meals. I did choose the keto version. I chose the keto box because it worked well with what I'm trying to do with upping my protein and being more carb conscious. Green Chef is a CCOF certified organic company. I love that Green Chef has options for every lifestyle: keto plus paleo, vegan, vegetarian, fast and fit, Mediterranean, and gluten-free. Green Chef is now owned by HelloFresh, and so is Factor. We love using these products and have always been impressed with the portions and the quality. We also love that these new recipes often move us outside of our comfort zone. These Green Chef meals were really delightful. I love that some of the spices were already prepped, and it just made it even more convenient. They really make cooking easy with the step-by-step instructions, tips, and I like using the photos to guide me as I go through the recipe. For this dish, we just added some pasta at the end to my husband's plate, and it was perfect. He got exactly what he needed for his goals and what he's trying to do, and I had exactly what I needed for mine. I'm really happy with the keto box. With Green Chef's wide variety of high quality, clean ingredients, you can feel great about what you're eating and how it goes to your table. Use my code AprilLauren130 to save $130 off plus free shipping on your first box. Go to greenchef.com for more details. So for fitness, I did the CrossFit Open, which I'm excited that I did. And then I did 2 Deca Strongs, a Deca Mile. I continued my regular workouts, and I also started doing some kickboxing, which I really rather enjoy. I started doing a little rock climbing too, and I really am proud of my continued activity. It keeps me calm and it puts me in such a great headspace. Like, I work out for my happiness. It makes me feel good, I enjoy it, and it brings me happiness. In February and March, I did start doing some more static state cardio on top of walks. And since my walks slid a little, it is really good that I had that static state cardio where it's just a little bit harder, like just pushing a little bit harder than my casual walk. I want to make sure I talk about my Deca improvements. So one of the goals I did set in January was to improve, like in January for February, was to improve my Deca Strong by 5 minutes. I did this Deca Strong, I'll put a tag up, and I improved it by 6 minutes, but then a couple weeks later, on March 12th, I did it again, and I did my Deca Strong in 31 minutes and 23 seconds. So that's my fastest. It was also the most challenging. It was the most challenging one yet. So I did a reel on my Instagram. If you don't follow me there, my Instagram is Wake Up Bright.
There you go, grab that ram, overhead, good job! Way to go, way to go!
I did my fastest Deca Strong time to date in this Deca event. I did it in 31 minutes and 23 seconds, shaving right at 7 minutes off of my original time, and it snowed. We did the sled push outside and it was snowing. It was a lot. And I persevered. I did it through, and so did everybody else, through the snow. Instead of having a foam box, there was a wood box, and I go up on my knee. It was the most painful thing. It took me forever. And I actually did do a few step ups without using my knee, just because the pain was so great, and I made it through. I'm so happy that I did this, and I'm so happy that I did the CrossFit Open, and I did these things in addition to my normal workouts. I'm very proud, and doing things like this keep me moving forward. And while weight loss happens in the kitchen, not necessarily in the gym, good mental health for me happens in the gym. And if I'm not in a good place mentally, then my weight will increase. And so I'm really happy that I have this. I'm so happy that I have the love of fitness that I do, and that there are the opportunities to work for something like these events. It's very exciting, and I'm very grateful.
For fitness, I give myself a B. Now for food, we went out of town for a couple races. We went out for Valentine's Day. Going out for Valentine's Day, there is nothing wrong with going out to eat. There's nothing wrong with going out to eat once a week. And we really haven't done more than that. But at the same time, I know that when we go out to eat, even just a couple times a week, that it affects me. And so I need to be better when we're traveling at planning and preparing meals to bring with us. And so, we're not going out of town for quite a while, so that won't be a problem. While tracking is such a struggle for me, if I get in front of what we're eating and I already have a plan for it, and I have done some meal prep, so that way if I am like really hungry and I don't feel like cooking, if we have meal prepped meals, then I just grab them, and that's great for portion control because I've already portioned them out. So B for food. As far as habits and routines, I'm gonna give myself a C. Probably should give myself an F, but I'm gonna give myself a C. And I did really strengthen some habits and routines that I have, whereas I'm just not where I want to be. I want to be calmer and less I approach routine and habits when I'm trying to cultivate them in like this very restrictive, like type of way, which I guess is necessary, but I want to find another way to just live and do the things that I want and need to be doing in a timely manner without putting those things off. I'm such a procrastinator, and yeah, I just need to work on that. So those are some things that are on the table for me to work on. I am not going over specific goals for April because I will be sharing those in my series coming up. I think the culmination of time feeling like it is just disappearing so fast, and also hitting 85 pounds down, I feel like a renewed strength. I started February out at 277.2 pounds, and I ended February at 171.6 pounds. So I lost 5.6 pounds, which is good. I feel like a lot of that progress was at the beginning towards the middle of the month, and then I sort of lost my footing a little bit, and I felt like I was on track to have like a phenomenal month, and I just had like a good month. And then March was not as good. It wasn't a bad month. There are things that I could have done better, and I am going to be doing them better going forward. I started March at 271.6 pounds, and then I ended March at 267.8 pounds. And that is a 3.8 pound loss, so a little less than 4 pounds. So total for the 2 months, I've lost right at 10 pounds, a little less. Now, this first weigh-in in April is not my best weigh-in. So I weighed in at 267.7 pounds. So I basically didn't lose anything. Like, it's just 2 weeks in a row, which is just fueling my fire even more to really buckle down and push past some of my complacency. Now that we've got this week's weigh-in down.
Looking back to the beginning of my weight loss journey, I was 352.8 pounds. I was absolutely miserable. Standing to take this photo hurt my body, like my body was in pain. But you know, when I sat down, I still felt discomfort. When I laid down, it was everything that I did was so uncomfortable. I was so miserable, and I'm so proud of myself for not giving up. I've lost 85 pounds so far. This is 267.8 here, and I'm so grateful. On the left here, I was at 340 pounds. It's at the end of it's my first month update video. And then on the right, 267.8. And there's just so many changes, not just the physical that I see, but mental, emotional, the way that I take care of myself, and I am just so much happier. And by this month update video, I was pretty happy with myself. I felt better. Just 1 month had made such a change for me, and I'm happy to be where I'm at. This is looking at January to now. I can definitely see it in my waist. I can see it around my stomach. My stomach's a little higher still, and just kind of everywhere I've lost just a little bit. So there's about 10 pounds difference in these two photos. Not dramatic like the first videos, but there's still quite a bit of change here that I see, and more importantly, that I feel when I am going throughout my days, and that makes me so happy. I feel like especially my waist and my face. Looking at the end of my first month, 340, to now at 267.8 pounds, I feel like I don't even look like the same person. There's so many things that have changed on my body. My stomach still is out there, but it's so dramatically smaller than what it was. I cannot wait to continue to get this weight off. I feel so inspired by hitting that 85 pounds down. I'm ready to move forward, and I'm ready for what's next. And thank you for encouraging me and supporting me on my journey.
Watching a journey like this would probably be more enjoyable to some to watch it, like in one video. Like, here she is really fat. here she is not fat. Wow. And like that would be really, really exciting. But there's this whole process in between, and I feel like I would have really enjoyed seeing someone go through all of it, and that's why I share. And not only do I feel like I would have enjoyed it, but I feel I would have understood it better. And I also make these videos so that I can go back and watch. Some of the videos that I've gone back and watched, it just blows my mind, and it makes me so grateful. It benefits me now. It reminds me of my whys in such a different way. So I mean, I have my list of whys. I've changed my list a little, but it's kind of the same. And then I get to see how hard it was, even for my face to just move. Like when I first started filming, smile didn't go it didn't go back. It was like stuck forward. There have been so many changes in my life, and I'm so grateful. And then I am so grateful for so many of you encouraging and caring about me and my progress, to have you uplift me in the ways that so many of you do on such a regular basis. It brightens my world. I want to encourage you that I feel like the further you get, anytime you're trying to do anything good, you're gonna get opposition, and you just gotta keep going. You just gotta push through it. And doing the work, we're worth it. We are worth doing the work that we need to do. You know, I say this a lot, in order to achieve what we need. It is so important for us to feel confident in the paths that we choose, and feel confident in ourselves and our choices and our abilities. And so you're worth it. You're worth the work. You're worth the time it takes in order to figure out what you need to be successful. And you just got to continue forward just a little bit forward, a little tiny bit every day. And I love you. I will see you next time.